Hey, do you trust your ability to show up and be on and perform when it's showtime? Now, in my life as a nightclub performer, I got a lot of practice at being able to switch on showtime when the curtain opened or I stepped onto stage. It became a real skill to be able to immediately step on and then be able to step off and step back into my ordinary world. And I realized in a coaching session that I just finished a second ago that a critical part of being able to show up and be on show and trust your ability to perform when the time comes is the innate ability, well, not innate, but learned ability to trust your mistakes as much as your wins. What if you were able to trust your mistakes, the misspoken words, the times when you fumble, are just as important and just as critical as the times when you say everything perfectly and the times when you shine and you hit the perfect note or you say the perfect thing at the perfect time? What if you were able to relax and allow the transmission of what you were designed to bring through in that moment? What if you were able to trust and surrender to that transmission, to allow your voice to relax, to allow that to come through? I spent over 10 years improvising in nightclubs and bars and lounges to music that often I'd never heard before. So I had no idea where the music was going. Now, music often follows a very clear structure, and so I had some kind of intuitive understanding of where it might head. But sometimes a song might go into a completely different place, and so I would go to one place thinking and intuiting that it would go there, and then the music would go into a different place, and so there would be a clash between the note that I went to and where the music was going. You know what I did in those times? I would repeat the mistake so that it was really, I would own it and embody it and repeat it and make sure that everyone knew that I didn't mean, like, that wasn't a mistake, that I meant to go there. I meant to go there. I meant to do that thing. And when you can own what you do and own your intuition, own your initiative, own your improvisation, and trust what comes through, even if the situation changes around you and it ends up being a clash or a dissonance, if you can own that and realize that it wasn't a mistake and that it was meant to come through you, even if it sounds a little bit off, then it gives you the confidence to move into the next moment with power, with grace, and with confidence. If you let the change in environment and the dissonance get inside you and you get rattled by that mistake and name it a mistake and get all up in your head about failure, that's when you choke. And you can't say the words and you mix up your words and you stumble and you and you are and you So in order to show up in powerful leadership these days, to be magnetic, you need to demonstrate your trust of yourself, your trust in your ability to be a channel for the transmission that you are coming and bringing through, right? The transmission that you are bringing through, the transmission that you are becoming. See, I did it just then. Imagine if you had that power. What difference would it make to your marketing? What difference would it make to your coaching if you didn't have to show up and be following the scripts perfectly every single time? If you could really trust your transmission, if you could trust your leadership in your space, and even in spaces where you feel out of your depth. When you start to become clear and confident in what you're capable of doing and your ability to meet any situation, then you become unstoppable. You can move through anything. This is a part of what I will be teaching in my new upcoming course on magnetic leadership. If you would like to get on top of that and be all up in that and get inside that and learn that so that it can be an innate part of you, Let me know in the comments below. Just type yes in the comments below so I will know how to get in touch with you and get you the information when it is time to be birthed into the world. Mwah! Lots of love. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.